Hejimi mashite, watashi wa ORTIZ PAULINE desu. Pautoyon de kudasai, 18 desu. Philippine desu, watashi no shumi wa TikTok, dancing, modeling desu. Dushoyuri shiko, ogenaizimasu. The food that I will present to you guys is takoyaki. So, what is takoyaki? It's all about the delicious Japanese octopus balls. Takoyaki, commonly known in English as Japanese octopus balls. It is a quintessential Japanese street food that's found especially at summer festival in Japan. Essentially, they are round balls of fluffy dough that are smothered with a special savory takoyaki sauce. Yan. And have a tasty piece of octopus meat at the center of these balls. Rather than a restaurant staple, takoyaki is considered a simple food which people by and large eat casually as lunch or snacks. Takoyaki shops are almost ubiquitous in Osaka and they are even throughout Japan. So, this is takoyaki.
NICOLAS JHANELLA Jelai Tiyonde Kudasai 17 desu. Philippine desu. Watashi no shimi wa watching Netflix desu. Dozo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. In Japanese, chopsticks are called hashi. They are also known as otemoto, a phrase commonly printed on the wrappers of disposable chopsticks. Te means hand and moto means the area under or around something. The first chopsticks came to Japan by way of Korea, around the area of Wakasa Bay on the Sea of Japan. This was a waypoint for travelers passing through between China and Kyoto and is considered the east end of Silk Road and the front gate of Japan. Chopsticks in Japan were revered as precious and used in religious ceremonies. Japan is famous for their complex code of etiquette, and this includes mealtime. In particular, there are certain do's and don'ts regarding chopsticks. Here are the 5 of the most important chopstick etiquette. First, don't play with your chopsticks in Japan. Second, don't pass food from one set of chopsticks to another. Third, don't rub your chopsticks together. Fourth, don't stick your chopsticks into rice. And lastly, don't cross your chopsticks. The standard method for holding and using chopsticks are first, let's take the chopsticks here. I have here apple and let's grip the second chopsticks like a pencil, like this. The next is keep the bottom of the chopsticks still and use the first 2 fingers like a lever to move the top chopsticks up and down like this. And lastly, use this action to grab your food and eat it like this. Always remember that practice makes perfect, so try picking up small items like nuts or beans at home.
Hajimemashite, watashi wa namae wa MENDEZ desu. 16 desu. Kashi yonde kudasai. Watashi wa no shumi wa dance desu. Philippine desu. Dozo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Today we're going to talk about things from Japan. I'm going to show and tell you some things that is inspired from Japan or it is originated from Japan. So this is a stuffed toy. This is a kawaii stuffed toy. Kawaii means cute in Japanese and stuffed toy means noigurumi. So if we combine kawaii and noigurumi, it means cute stuffed toy. The stuffed toy is originated from Stiff Company of Germany in the late 19th century and gained popularity following the creation of teddy bear in the US in 1903. At the same time, the German toy inventor Richard Stiff designed a similar pair. Way back in ancient Rome, children from wealthy families would have multiple wooden animal carvings to play with. Poorer families didn't have the same access to wood, so their children played with rag dolls made from straw and rocks. You can use Naigurumi or stuffed toy if you're sad or have this fear of being alone. I'm using this Naigurumi at nighttime because this helps me to sleep comfortably. Naigurumi can be one of your decors in your room if you have any Hawaii or Kawaii concept, or if you're collecting Naigurumi.
Hi, hajime mashite watashi wa Sotto FRANCIELLE des from Tito. The Sashiko traditional Japanese rice bowl. The object in English is Japanese rice bowl. In Japanese, Sashiko traditional rice bowl. The Sashiko traditional rice bowl, which is exclusive to the Japanese shop, is ideal for modern, informal, but sophisticated Oriental eating. The rice bowl, with a rather small size, usually contains only rice, but you can use it for other types of food.
Hajime mashite, watashi wa San Buenaventura RHEA des, Eya Toyonde Kudasai, 18 sai des, Philippine Jin des, watashi wa Shumi wa Volleyball des, Dozo Yorishigo Onigai Zimasu. Since history says that ramen noodles solve the characteristics of hunger in a timely manner, the instant noodles invented by ordinary noodles, the instant noodle created by Taiwanese Andu Baifu are a revolutionary breakthrough in the noodle. Andu Baifu chose to continue to be an emperor after the war and stay in Japan for development. Ramen is widely known imported from China to Japan. Ramen noodle shops first sprang to popularity in both countries in the early 90s, and the noodles were actually called Chinese soba. The term ramen was first introduced in the Taisho era. In 1918, it was said that the earliest appearance was Yokohama. The first thing that is popular with ramen is in Tokyo. Over time, ramen is not cheap and easy food anymore. After continuous research and recreation by the Japanese, it has become popular and well-known gourmet. It has been said that in the 1990s, ramen houses were popping up all over Japan and quickly become must-go destinations for the commuter and the traveler. Ramen is now an international dish with multi-country followers. The ramen was not only carried forward by the Japanese, but its influence expanded to the whole world. You can use your ramen noodles in soups, stir-fries, omelets, and more. Unfortunately, the noodles had a steep price tag that labeled them as a luxury item.
Hajime mashite. Watashi no namae wa Padilla Steven Michael des. Bento yonde kudasai. Junana sai desu. Philippine Jin desu. Watashi no shumi wa cycling to basketball desu. Dozo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. The Japanese product that I am going to show you is often used in businesses such as retail stores, restaurants, and offices. It is also seen in taxis and jeepneys. This is the Lucky Cat. In Japanese, it is called maneki nego. Like most Japanese traditions and customs, maneki nego has been followed for decades by a large segment of people, including businesses. While many legends surround the mysterious marvel of the maneki nego, one of the most known folklore surrounding the maneki nego is the story of a wealthy landowner and the temple priest cat. It is said that a wealthy landowner was traveling to a rural part of Japan and was resting under a tree during a terrible storm. A cat from a neighboring temple was spotted, inviting the landlord with a raised left hand just as he attempted to find a method. The landlord approached the cat, who led him to the shrine. After being struck by lightning, the tree behind where the landlord was resting caught fire. The cat saved the landlord's life, who also sheltered him from the storm. The landlord made several donations to the temple after that, and when the cat died, he constructed a statue in the cat's honor, known as maneki nego. Maneki nego's raised left palm attracts people. Traditionally, the raised right palm is said to bring good fortune and good luck. Maneki neko with both palms raised is a famous business symbol these days. The Japanese Maneki neko cat is one of the most famous emblems, also called Manikat. Maneki neko is the beckoning cat. Japanese business often exhibit Maneki neko in their windows or entrance. As a cat's palm is lifted, it sends out a friendly message. Maneki neko was traditionally more popular with the left palm up. Specific Maneki neko images shows both hands in the air to represent abundance and good luck.
Hajimemashite, watashi no namae wa Solisa Lantern desu. 17 歳です。ランタンと呼んでください。フィリピン人です。私の趣味は playing online games とバイキングです。どうぞよろしくお願いします。アニメ Just the same word as the English word and the Japanese word. Anime is a hand-drawn and a computerized animation that is originated from Japan. In Japan and in Japanese, anime is a term derived from English word animation. Earliest commercial Japanese animation was emerged during the 1960s by the work of cartoonist Osamu Tezuka and spread in the following decades that developed a large audience. People watch anime because it serves as their leisure and it is also to prevent boredom.
Hajime mashite watashi wa Angeline to moshimasu. If I were to choose an object in Japan, I would choose Pikachu. Pikachu is an electric type Pokemon which was introduced in Generation 1. Pikachu is renowned for being the most and well-known, recognizable Pokemon. Over the years, Pikachu has become so popular that it served the Pokemon franchise mascot. It is the version mascot and the starter Pokemon for the game Pokemon Yellow. It is also well known from the anime where Ash Ketchum, the protagonist, owned Pikachu. The Pokemon Celebration Parade is on the way to commemorate 25 years of Pokemon. This detailed figure features some cheerful Pokemon marching along in uniform. Grand Marshal in Pikachu leads the parade and its blue and silver outfit. Arcanine is giving Pikachu a ride like a parade float. And Eve walks ahead, smiling at its friend and fans. Pokemon can also be a game. Pokemon electronic game series from Nintendo that debuted in Japan in February 1996 as Pokemon Green and Pokemon Red. The franchise later became wildly popular in the United States and around the world.
Hajimemashite, watashi wa YBANEZ with Francis desu, watashi wa Philippine Jin desu, Bikto yonde kudasai, 18 sai desu, dozo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. So the object that is right to me is what we call kite or tako in Japan. In Japan, the hobby of kite flying has risen to an art form. Kites or tako were originally brought to Japan from China by Buddhist missionaries in 649 to 794 AD, Latin for in the year of the Lord. Tako were mostly utilized for religious ceremonies and festivities, but the innovative Japanese also found a way to use them in the construction of the shrines and temples. Large tako were used to lift building materials such as tiles to workers on scaffolds and rooftops. During the Edo period, 1603 to 1867, when Japan distanced itself from the outside world, kite making flourished. New styles and designs were created, usually depicting characters of Japanese folklore or artwork with religious meaning. Tako were also then used as talismans to avert evil spirits. For a time, it was only allowed on New Year's Eve, and it became a tradition to celebrate the New Year. Nowadays, it is still common to offer a kite for many occasions, such as on Children's Day on May 5th. You will also see many kites flying during the many festivals that are held all over the country. I think when I visit Japan in the future, I plan to utilize or play with this kite. I will play this kite when I feel bored because I think it will somehow amuse me, and of course it will help me to gain and experience Japanese culture. And that's all. Arigatou gozaimasu.